All right, hello everyone. My name is 𝕽𝖊𝖆𝖍𝑔𝑒𝑙𝑖, the doll maker apprentice. Welcome to this video today. So right off the top, this video is going to be a different video than what I normally do. I've been recording Pondering Talks, which is a list of 80 some topics that I wrote down in 2016. But today I'm not doing that. Today I am venturing into something else that is an important part of my life. My lineage, my background, my ancestors, and that is the Nordic lineage. So I have all of my bloodline, so my ancestral lineage comes from Northern Europe. And why is that important? Because it's important for us to know who we are, where we come from, right? All cultures, all people, whoever you are watching this, knowing where you come from, knowing where the blood and bones inside of you are made up from is really important in terms of genetically, emotionally, spiritually understanding yourself, right? So for me, understanding my Nordic roots, studying the runes, doing this doll making, all of this stuff isn't about studying it to be superior. I don't believe in that. There's no such thing. It's just to have an understanding of what literally is pumping through my blood, right? What literally is in my DNA and in my makeup. And of course, like you, our soul has connections and deep connections to things outside of self, right? And for me, it's the First Nations communities. It's like, boom, right? Africa, boom, my soul knows these places. But in relation to the grounded physical reality, and which my work is really about practical mysticism, understanding oneself is really important. So Kyle and I, my husband, last year created a deck of 52 oracle cards called the Inclusive Runic Oracle Deck. Now, this is just a sample deck that I have. The deck is still in progress, so I am still writing and connecting, and I have a project that I'm working on that I haven't disclosed yet in relation to the deck and the deck coming to life. So before we start this reading, I just have some of my dolls. So this is one of the first dolls I ever created. Technically, she's not very good, but spiritually, she is powerful. This is literally a guide that I met in Peru. I took my daughter Valkyrie to Peru when she was 6 months old, and in Machu Picchu, I connected with this guide, and I've brought her forth. The other doll I have with me is this beautiful doll. I don't know if you can see her. She's kind of been roughed around a little bit because my kids like to play with her, but she is representative of my mother's lineage and the maternal link that I have, which is mostly Celtic and English. So, you know, there's that. And then I also have this beauty who, she doesn't have a home yet. And I don't know if her home is with me or what, but she is potent, she's powerful, and she's holding space. So I am going to use the Inclusive Runic Oracle deck that my husband and I created. It has the 24 𝕽𝖊𝖆𝖆 runes inside of it. Plus it has gifts of the faiths around the world. So we chose 7 different faiths, 7 different animals, and 7 different future concepts, and we've put this in the deck. So I'm going to do a reading for you guys for the collective. So I am holding an intention that the cards that I choose today, that they are applicable for you watching this video, okay? So I'm just going to make sure that I'm tuned in to God, to Source, to the highest point energy. Beautiful. All doors are closed around me. Any attempts to come in, to infiltrate, all of that, just not even happening. Good. So I can instantly feel when that connection is made, and it is made, my friend. So for the viewers, you as well, that your energy is protected as well, so that, you know, you are safe to go and let go as we go into this reading. So Spirit's telling me right off the get-go to just cut the deck. So the first card I picked is Primal, okay? Instinct and survival. So what this tells me right now is that many of you are feeling defensive. Many of you are internally battling with your ego and your higher knowing. So it's like You desire to go somewhere. You desire to be somewhere. You have this higher knowing. You can tap into it. You can feel it. But yet something is holding you back. Something is like gripping you. And it's mostly allowing that instinctual part of you to run you more so than that higher self and that higher part knowing. Okay? So I'm just going to pick another card. Explosion. All right. Okay. Chaos and creation. Are you okay? Do you need a paper towel? Okay. Chaos and creation. 1 second here. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. So, chaos and creation. Okay? Whatever's happening for you right now in your external world, in your external circumstances, are meant to be happening for you. So whatever chaos seems to be around you, whatever fights that may be happening, tension in relationships, whatever is going on is meant to be going on, okay? Chaos and creation, things have to explode in order to become new. So if you desire to experience, you're welcome, sweetheart, to experience a reality that's outside of what you're currently experiencing, this has to go off, which explains why you are in extinctual primal mode, right? When we go into fight or flight or fear, we go back into that primal mind, okay? So I'm going to close my eyes again, split where I'm told. We have kangaroo coming in for the show. How can you move forward? How can you move forward? Okay? Kangaroo is asking you, you're not stuck. You're not actually really stuck. You're not at all. Trust me, you're not stuck. This kangaroo is saying, ask the right question. The kangaroo energy is saying, thank you, sweetheart. It's saying, how can you move forward right now? Right? What can you do to move forward? Ask yourself that question and you will get an answer. Okay? All right, back to the deck, back to the deck, back to the deck. Dun, 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 dun. Split. Okay. Here we have the rune manas. Okay. Partnership and compromise. The runes, I want to just take a moment to explain. The meanings of them are so big and so complex. So when we were making this deck, we had to decide how we wanted to drive in the essence of the rune. Okay, so manas means much more than partnership and compromise. It really is about humanity. It's a big, massive concept, which, you know, partnership and compromise is important for us to move forward and be together. So what I'm getting from this card and the energy of this rune in relation to this reading is where in your world right now, where in your world are your allies? Where in your world are the people that can see you, hear you, feel you? And you may say they are not there. They are there. You know them, but you may have to look outside of where you're at, okay? You may have to look beyond to see them, and you definitely will have to move to the side the things and relationships that are causing conflict in your life. The other thing that I'm picking up from this rune is a significant other, a partner, somebody really close to you. Okay, how can you work with this person instead of batting heads with them? How can you speak honestly, right? Openly. What do you really want to say to them? And what do they really want to say to you? Perhaps you haven't created a safe space for real honesty to be, you know, part of your world, right? So that's important, real honesty. You guys have no idea, no matter how dysfunctional a relationship is, if you speak truth from the heart, and I'm talking real truth, not defensive truth, but like deepest in your heart, and you say, hey, is this even working? Like, do you even like me? Do I even like you? Don't be afraid to get real, guys, because the realness will make the realness come out of the other person, okay? Dun, 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 dun. Oh gosh, I pulled chaos and creation again. So that just means if you've seen what's happening in front of me, I'll show you. It's a little bit of chaoticness. And sometimes that's how I read. I read chaotic. So right now I'm just like moving them around on the table. I'm going to pick one up. Islam. Okay, remember I said this deck includes 7 cards of the major faiths. Islam is one of the 7 world major faiths. Discipline and cleanliness. Okay, what in your life do you need to clean up? What in yourself do you need to cultivate? right? Where can discipline be brought in, right? Because I'm getting from this reading, you're all over the place and you need to pull in discipline. You need to pull in the cleanliness. For me, what I get about this isn't necessarily literal. It's like cleansing yourself, purifying yourself, letting go of guilt, letting go of shame, letting go of pain, right? Addiction. If you have an addiction right now, kick that shit. You can kick it. It can be fairly easy. Not to simplify it, but like if you are feeling like you don't have control over your life and you're going to something to band-aid it, that's not going to fix it. Your demons, you can face them. You can face them. They will not kill you. They will not kill you, but you have to look at them and move through them, okay? Some people might not like that because guess what? Some people do choose to take their life because of their demons. But again, that's a choice, and always reach out for support if you need it, okay? Perfect. Next, lagoos. Flow and shape-shifting, okay? Flow and shape-shifting, like water, you want to flow and shape-shift. So what I get from this card is you need to flow, literally, okay? Instead of thinking that life has to be black and white, that you have to go one way and only one way, that you have to fight everything, that it's you against the world, learn to flow and shift and be in the moment. Be present wherever the heck you are. I'm also getting presence with this card, okay? Be present where you are in the moment. It's so, oh good Lord, I knocked over my dog. It's so important, okay? In order to move into where you're going, which I'm going to pull a card for that soon, and I have no idea, you're going to have to learn to flow and shapeshift. So for some of you, you may be like, I'm just myself and I'm my authentic self and I'm not shifting for no one. That's fine. But you still have to operate in the world around you. And their cooperation is important and essential for you to move forward. Okay? Remember manas? Remember this card? Manas, remember? Yeah, right. Partnership and cooperation. You're a human on planet Earth. You need people. And the people in your life right now are the people that you've attracted, you've brought in. There's no easy escape. Deal with the shit that's there. Know that they're there. They're also a reflection of you. If they're bad, you're bad. You got something going on too. So look at that, address that, and then make your decisions accordingly. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I'm having fun now. Okay. Jaguar. This is a South American animal from the continent of South America. What is calling you? Okay. All of this stuff is happening. Why is all this stuff happening in your reading? Why is chaos and creation happening? Why is, why is all this stuff happening? Why? Because you're being called to something. What are you being called to? And what are you not listening to? And perhaps for some of you, you may be chasing something you think you're being called to that you're not really being called to. And I've had to deal with this myself too, is slow down, tap in, right? Look at your North Node in your birth chart. Find out where your soul wants to go, and you're going to find a lot of information there. What is calling you? If you don't ask yourself, this is coming through really powerfully. If you don't ask yourself right now what is calling you, and you don't do something about this right now, you're going to have problems. Seriously. So don't just watch this reading and be like, ask yourself, what is calling me? And then move towards it. Do something small, something little to move towards it, okay? Woo, give me a card. Where are we going? Where are we taking this? I picked up my Naz again. Okay, so apparently it wants to come back at where is your soul calling you? Partnership and cooperation. Is your soul calling you towards connecting with somebody, with a soul connection, a soul relationship? Is it calling you to repair a connection that you already have, to go deeper into a connection you already have? Partnership, business, connecting with somebody that actually inspires you, not who you think you can get to, move you somewhere. Look into that stuff, okay? Dun, 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 dun. Saga, you gonna play with my cards? Taoism. Okay, here we go. Equilibrium and longevity. Okay, the Tao, right? The Tao Te Ching. Balance, right? Bringing things into balance. right? The partnership energy is about balance as well. Chaos and creation, everything blowing up so that you can come back and find balance, okay? Ooh, I want 2 more cards and then I'm going to close this up. Oh, thank you. Saga wants to remind you of Jaguar, okay? Death. Okay, extinction and mortality. Yes, it's a jaguar. Death and mortality. Yes, sweetheart, I see it. What needs to come to an end, guys? And this doesn't have to be a relationship. Sometimes people watch these readings and they immediately project it that it's their relationship. What I found with working with many, many people is that generally the relationships that we're in are right for us to a big extent. And if we can clear up our karma in that relationship, usually harmony and balance can come. So I'm thinking that death is something in you. What needs to die inside of you? What do you need to kill inside of you? And believe you me, I am not exempt from this. I have to kill many things inside of me. And when I do kill something, when I do look a demon in the eye inside of me, guess what? I'm taken to the next level. So whatever you're avoiding, whatever, look at it and kill it. Kill it. You just kill it by acknowledging it and saying you don't have a place to live here anymore. Holy crap, why am I picking all the religion cards? This is crazy, guys. 24 of the 52 cards are runes, and we've only picked 1 rune. The 𝕽𝖊𝖆𝖆, okay? This is travel. What is this? Travel and creation. So the 𝕽𝖊𝖆𝖆 is the person, the being, the essence, the soul that travels up into the realms of the divine and down, travels back and forth, back and forth. So it's not meant to escape reality. It's meant to travel between realms, right? So this is what I'm getting with this card is travel up and out, but also come back down here. And a lot of you, if you're spiritual and you're connected, and man, the ego likes to tell us we already know things. We don't. Like, I have a whole bunch of pondering talks that I'm uploading. Tame the ego. Go watch those things because there is enlightening stuff that you'll find in those and how to actually bring it to your physical reality. Okay, did I say 2 more? I want 1 more and then I want to wrap this up. Let's get this story. Are we kidding? We're not kidding. Still another rune. Panda. Panda. Where can you give love? Okay, so again, where can you give love? Again, that relationship I was picking up, that cooperation, manas, right? And yourself in this moment of chaos and not knowing where your direction is. Where can you give love? To yourself, to others. The cliche stuff like love is the most powerful force in the world. Love, 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 love. Love is. But love is also grounded and raw and powerful and potent. It's not fluffy. So that's where a lot of spiritual people are like, out to fucking lunch because they try to make it seem like it's this really, really ecstasy. And it's not always. It's really real. It's really real. And sometimes it's even sad. And sometimes it's like humbling and grounding. It's not this disconnected all the time. Sometimes it is that higher, out of body experience, but bring it in. Bring it in. Where can you give love? Your kids? Do they need more of your presence? Do they need more of you being there, right? Give that love wherever you can go. I want a rune. I'm just going to be straight up and honest with you. I'm picking till I get a rune. And we're going to set the intention that this rune is going to wrap it up. Oh my God. 𝕽𝖊𝖆𝖆, battle and sacrifice. So I want to close up this reading. And if this is the rune that's closing up the reading, battle and sacrifice, I'm going to tell you this. What you need to do, where you need to go, is not going to be easy for you. From this whole reading, your ego is going to be tested and compromised. The battle and the sacrifice is what is the greater good? Where is my selfishness playing and causing havoc in my reality? The battle, I feel, is not with another person, but the battle is with the self. The battle is inside of you. Stop projecting it outwards and living in that. When we live in the reality that everything external is attacking us and we are being, which, hey, it is. But the only reason it has power over ourselves is because we are internally in a battle. If we take care of the internal battle, the external battle can hardly touch us. Okay? And, you know, there's some of us that have some different experiences with that, but very few. And very few of you watching this are going to be experiencing that. So I'm like, can I wrap this up? Close. We can close to wrap it up. The battle is inside of you. Face it. Stop running. Stop running. I'm getting mad a little bit. Ooh, because I'm feeling like you guys run. You run. Hey, don't get me wrong. I know running really, really well. But I'm also really committed to looking shit in the face. You need to do more of this. I'm literally feeling heat in my body, anger and rage, okay? And I don't know if that's my own personal energy or if that is you possibly, and how tight and held up you are. How big you've put a battle outside and you don't realize that it is actually inside, okay? One more. Divine masculine. Okay, this is the last one. I'm going to close. I'm dead serious now. We're getting to 20 minutes. I live on a farm. Uploading this will take flipping forever. Assertive and warrior. Okay, so we picked 𝕽𝖊𝖆 last. Like, all of this reading has a theme. Okay, the warrior, again, isn't that you need to go fight the world around you. It's that you need to be strong inside of yourself, and you need to hold your energy, and you need to, when you're being accountable with yourself, right? You're being assertive with yourself. Yes, the world around you. Yes, but you know what? Most of you are pretty good at that already. It's being assertive with yourself and saying, we're doing this. We're going to stop this. You are projecting your shit all over the place. You are manipulative as fuck. You guys, when we take ownership over our own bullshit, like, this is when miracles happen. Okay? And I want to conclude this reading. I really do. So I'm going to do one more card. So give me one more card. Okay? I want the right card. Oh my God! 𝕽𝖊𝖆, struggle and destruction. Okay, guys. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I do know what to tell you. It's going to be a battle moving ahead. Okay? All these cards, everything, like, trust me, most of these cards, at least 60-70% are positive cards. And we've gotten, like, all the harsh cards except for one, which I'm not even going to pull another one because we'll probably pick it. So, yeah, you're in for struggle. Be with it. Be ready. It's your struggle. It lives inside of you. It's not out there. Now, I don't want you to take the struggle and get down on yourself. No, it's not about guilt or shame or any of that shit. It's just about, oh gosh, like, take yourself lightly as you're going through this process. Like, really, be amused by your own bullshit. Like, oh God. Like, and that's literally how we escape it. When we don't give it too much weight, we catch it. And we're like, oh man. And we understand this. This is what I'm going to leave with. Okay. I'm moving these cards out of my way because it's getting ridiculous. This is what I want to leave with. Oh, Saga has this beautiful one. Okay. Suelo. Okay. Opening and rejuvenation. She had this in her mouth like this. Okay. There's another side. And it's close. And you'll hit it. You won't watch this. So there's no doom and gloom. I don't believe in that. All my work is about transformation and getting to the other side. I don't care what your situation is, what your story is. I know that just watching this, some powerful things have happened. And there is another side. Saga, please don't eat the card. Please don't. She just delivered it again in her mouth. Don't worry, you guys don't have to touch these. Okay? So I'm going to conclude this rune reading. This was awesome. This was fun. I'm definitely going to do more of these for you guys, and I'll keep you updated on when this deck becomes available so you can get your own copy. This deck isn't just for Kyle and I. This deck is for humanity, and it pushes the limits, because we talk about runes and we talk about other faiths and we talk about concepts that are outside of just our ancestral lineage. So we're here to push the envelope, and you probably are too if you're watching this video. Feel free, no, not feel free, please, if you want to watch more of this stuff, if you want practical mysticism, you want higher concepts that you can bring down and ground and make your reality, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel. The real shit's here. Bye. Say bye.